What is going on, everybody? We are taking a look at Explore and taking a look at a busted card, Fires of Invention. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? What up, what up, what up? We are playing some Explore today, which is the new format on Arena, which is basically just Pioneer, but basically just what we have with Pioneer. So we don't have some of the older sets right now, like Ravnica and whatnot, but we have all the stuff that is programmed on Arena currently, and then hopefully they will add stuff ASAP, and we can get closer and closer to Pioneer as time goes on. So the big things about this format is that there is no, digital, rebalancing or any digital mechanics of any kind like that. So we have here Fires of Invention, which is legal in Pioneer and is completely untouched in terms of, again, its functionality. So no 5 mana, no other nerfs or anything like that. It is here, it is unbanned, and it is fully playable in its full power level. So what we have here is essentially a mid-range deck that just is trying to play some removal spells and board wipes, land fires, and then just start casting these powerful cards, mostly planeswalkers. Now let me fix this. I always hate when I have multiples of my Teferi here, but yes, before we get into the heat of the deck here, though, if you enjoy the content here, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and leave a comment down below. All of that stuff would really help me out. But yeah, so let's see. So what can I say about this list? I mean, it's very similar to how I played it when it was at its height in Standard. Again, just removal spells, fires, and planeswalkers. They've gotten some new upgrades since then, though. So we've got March of the Otherworldly Light, excuse me, which is a really good removal spell. In the early turns. Doesn't work too well with Fires of Invention, but again, this is an optional effect. We can always just cast this for X with whatever we want. I guess you can. No, yeah, it doesn't work with Fires at all. But you can still just cast it normally, and then even if you tap all of your mana to cast this, you still have Fires to cast another spell. So, perfectly fine card, and again, very effective card in this format. We've got some good enchantments here with Birth of Meletus, Owen of the Sea, cards that are really good with Yori and Sky Nomad. Also good with our main card here, or other main card, I should say, in Transmogrify, which is designed to get us Agent of Treachery as effectively as possible. So there are no other creatures in the deck besides Agent of Treachery, so you cast this on a token. Notice it doesn't say non-token, so you can target your Meletus wall. You can target either of the Fable of the Mirror Breaker creatures. You can make a Samurai with Wandering Emperor. You can make a Shark token. And all of these can be transmogrified, into Agent of Treachery, another card that is completely untouched in Pioneer. Comes into play, takes control of a permanent, and it gives you a really big tempo swing, especially when you play it for 4 mana as opposed to 7 mana. So yeah, then we've just got removal here. We've got Rip Apart, Anger the Gods, and Shadow the Sky. And then we've got our heavy hitters in Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Again, just an amazing card and all aspects of the game. Narset to give us card advantage as well as disrupt our opponent's card advantage. Wandering Emperor is another new inclusion. It doesn't work well with fires in the sense that you can't cast this during your opponent's turn if you have fires out, but Wandering Emperor is still just a fine card to cast with fires, do some things, and if you don't have fires, casting this at instant speed, exiling an attacking creature is a great way to stabilize in the game. We've got another Transmogrify effect in Luca, the Coppercoat Outcast here. Again, same effect, but can also just do some other things, but mostly just playing this for the Transmogrify effect here. And then we've got Teferi and Shark Typhoon here, just good cards. Again, Shark Typhoon working with the Transmogrify, Teferi just being a good card to cast off of Fires of Invention, draw you some extra cards, and if left unanswered, will just win you the game. In the land base here, nothing too fancy. Again, we've got the Triomes, Fabled Passage to enable our 3-color mana base. We've got Sokenzan here. Notably, there is no Otawara. I'm not sure exactly why that is. I guess we just have enough removal elsewhere, and also the deck is not too heavy in the blue department, as you can see. We really only have a couple cards with Ominous Narset and some of the top end cards here. So that might be another reason why. Again, we don't want Otawara here. The Sokenzan is great with Transmogrify, so that's another thing to note. And then Castle of Ventress here is a great card to have with Fires of Invention out. You can activate it under upkeep, get some cards, and then use those spells you draw and cast them for free with Fires of Invention. So pretty easy synergy there. I think that's all about the main deck. The sideboard here is pretty self-explanatory, I feel like. We've got Dovin's Veto, Mystical Disputes for counter magic, Rest in Peace for graveyard decks, Sunset Revelry for aggressive decks, Fry and Deafening Clarion as different kinds of removal. Again, Fry being really good against opposing to fairies and whatnot. And then we've got two Jinka taxes here as just kind of something to cast if you really need to hit those grindy matchups really hard, and also disrupt any control opponents or anything like that. So this is definitely going to come in those games where it's a much grindier, much slower paced game. But yeah, I'm not too 100% too sure on this one, but we'll try it out and see how it feels. I guess there's another thing to get out early with Transmogrify, which is kind of interesting. I guess I didn't think about that initially, so that may be kind of cool. Just Transmogrify that out and just be a really big disruption piece. So maybe for cards that don't play well to the board, Jin Taxes can be used as a replacement, and this can be your kind of big heavy hitter. I like how you can look at all the formats it's not lethal in. All right, so that is gonna do it for the deck tech here. Let's go ahead and get into the rank ladder and check out the format. All right, so we won the die roll. Beyond the play, obviously. This is obviously a clear mulligan. Big sad. All right, this is definitely a keep. We need to hit. I think I'm gonna put back a Fires actually. There is a lot of Thoughtseize in this deck, but I think it's better than having a dead card in our hand. So I could cast something here, like a Birth of Belitis or an Open to the Sea. I guess I'm gonna pass, and if my opponent plays something, then I'll march it. Okay. I think I'm just gonna march this. So this to me signals that this is the Winota deck, which is not a good look for me. I'm not exactly strong. I don't feel like I'm strong against this deck. So I think I'm just gonna play Birth of Belitis, grab a Plains, and just play it and pass. So next turn, if we draw a red source for Fires of Invention, we can cast it and cast a Shadow the Sky. That would be the best results. Okay. So not the best, but not the worst, because we can cast an Omen of the Sea and try and find a red source here. Alright, I think I'm going to bottom both of these. That is a big sad. Alright, so I assume our opponent is going to be able to cast a Winota if they have one, because they can play a Plains. We will probably march this Shaman token. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just cast this for 0, exile the token. So they have no white mana, so they're... I already know, right? So again, based off seeing Brutal Cathar, I've seen the deck a little bit. So it's pretty obvious that this is Winota. Okay. I think once again, I'm gonna Omen of the Sea here and try and find a red source. Okay. There's the red source. It's a little late, but let's see if we can still... this is actually good timing though, because if we cast Fires and we cast Shadow the Sky, then I think, and we don't die here, We don't die. Yeah, so Winota as we expected. If they don't get... that's fine. Let's see what else they get. That's very okay. So I will block this. We'll take everything. I don't think we're dead. Right. Okay, so now this is perfect. So we'll play this. We'll cast Fires of Invention. And we'll cast Shatter the Sky. And then we should be able to win the game after that. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, land, we can play Omen of the Sea. Or sorry, Shark Typhoon into Omen of the Sea. That would be like kind of a start to stabilizing here. It's not the best. But I guess I have no choice, right? I need to, like, yeah, cast this and then...
I've learned much during my travels.
I'm just gonna cast this for 0, yeah. So, oh, am I taking that? I don't think I'm taking either of these. So I can't cast this. So that's a question of I think I'm just gonna wait and hope that they attack. Yeah, if they attack me with the Asika's Chariot, I can block with the Shark Typhoon token and then do my Yorian stuff. But I don't think they will. I think they're just gonna attack probably, right? Brutal Cathar. That's, I guess you could say that's pretty brutal. All right. Yep, it's fine. So this is good for me because they're gonna crew. I'll send that here. So I think I'm gonna do this for 4 definitely. The question is, I think I want to save. I think I want to save the Wandering Emperor. Oh, that was really good. That was amazing. Right? This is insane. That I think wins me the game. Yep, that's game. Okay. So we're definitely gonna take Fry here. That's a really good card to have. Really good against Winota. And just their deck in general. Do I want Sunset Revelry? Like, am I desperate? Am I that desperate, you know? I don't think I am. I think I'm good. I think I'm just gonna... Actually, go get rid of some Narsets. And then add the Sunset Revelries. That might be better. And just chill with that. I don't think I want this Deafening Clarion. It doesn't answer Winota. And I don't want to be stuck with too many It's like no different than like Anger of the Gods, right? Okay. Looks good to me. I don't ever see a world where I mulligan this hand, right? Like, it's kind of susceptible to, yeah, just getting run over, but I don't think you ever mulligan a hand like this. Yeah, this is a pretty easy keep for me. All right, so Mulligan has mulligan to 6. So I think I'm just gonna play this Fabled Passage. No, I should just play this, right? Yeah, let's just play this. We'll play Birth of Melena's on turn 2. And this will be our 4th land, right? Interesting with the Courier Briefcase. Because it produces a a non-human, right? And then also ramps you towards Winota, so it's kind of interesting. They could just cast Winota here. And they do. Ooh, they don't hit though. I think I'm just gonna cast the Fable. So I can at least try to block some stuff. And then I'm not sure what I'm doing. Yeah, so this is rough, because this is what I thought was gonna happen with this hand, is like we were gonna be able to cast our fires, but yeah, they have that. So that's fine. I'll block like this and just take 4. Shadow of the Sky would be a great draw here, actually. I think I'm gonna discard a Fires and a Ragavan Tribe. No, probably just a Birth, because that's not doing anything for me here. Seems pretty lackluster. So you discard Fires and a Birth. So I think what I'm gonna do here is, as they have this to kill my blocker. I think I'm dead. I think I'm just dead. I do not see a way in which I win this game, because they just, it's another wolf. So I guess they can trade. So they trade here and they attack with 2 non-humans and get something. Yeah, I don't see any world where I win this game, but I'm gonna play defensively here instead of casting this Valakut Awakening. But I think I am fairly dead. Oh, interesting. Because I cast 2 spells, it goes back. So he could... I'm kind of confused why he didn't do that. Oh, that's brutal. That's a really good. Man, so Ken's on in Explorer, right? It's crazy. Alright, I think we are dead. Yeah, that's death. Alright, that is game. Cool. There's not really much that I can do about that, right? Like I have all of the removal in my deck that I need to have, and just, you know, didn't draw a single piece of it. Oh well. All right. Okay, so this is kind of good, right? Because we can just cast this on turn 4 and grab something from theirs. Play the Ragavan Triome here. Birth Abilities on turn 2. Oh, they have an elf start. That's not good. That is not good for me. Fires of Invention, though. Not bad. So like this is where Yorion comes into play, right? Because we can Fires, Transmogrify, keep the wall, like, or turn the wall into Anger the Gods off the top would be insane. Oh, well, now. Alright, well. Oh, there's my planes. I think I'm just going to play this Sacred Foundry tapped and hope I survive. Yeah. And here comes Winota. Of course they have it, right? Like, oh, they don't. I think I want to play safe and do, or just like not do any. Actually, I'm gonna just not block. Yeah, that's fine. All right, there's this. We gain some life. So I'm gonna play this, play a Fires, and then cast a Transmogrify on the wall, on the newest wall, I guess. It doesn't really matter. And we can steal. Should we steal? Should we steal a land? Right? Like, shouldn't I steal a land? I kind of want to steal a land, yeah. Because next turn I can like Yorion and then like cast it. Ah, dang. Alright, so they get 3 triggers. Let's see what they do. Say Brutal Cathar. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, and they get... Oh my god, what a rip. Alright. We're on 1 health. I think I should cycle this. That's objective number 1. And I think we're dead. Alright, yeah, we're dead. Winota hits hard. It hits hard. Yeah, it's a rough one. Alright. On the play here. I will keep this hand, right? It doesn't have a second blue source for Narset, but we can pretty smoothly go into Birth of Belitis and play Wandering Emperor, so again, I'm not sure 100% in this format how aggressively you should mulligan to 2 fires. In this matchup, definitely shouldn't, because our opponent is playing a Thoughtseize deck. Excuse me. They took Narset even though we don't have a second blue source, which is interesting. I'm just gonna say interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. I am okay with this. I know this deck, and I'm going to immediately March of the Underworld, Otherworldly Light it. So this is very, like, that card signals to me very clearly that they have Ob Nixilis in their deck. This is used in tandem with Ob Nixilis so often, so I'm just going to preemptively nick it out of the way, and sure enough, I'm sure they're going to play, maybe not Ob Nixilis here, but something else that's reminiscent of it. Oh, or just Ob Nixilis. Okay. Yo, it'd be awesome. I'm just going to take 2 life here, right? I was going to say it'd be freaking awesome if I drew into, like, was it I think I'm just gonna pass here. If I drew into Transmogrify and got the Agent of Treachery, that would be amazing. That'd be so cool. That would be pretty lit. Yep, that's fine.
You work for me now,
I assume they're gonna casualty something. No? Oh, I will snap off the 2/2 shark, excuse me, to try and kill this Ob Nixilis. They most likely have, again, like some kind of instant speed trick here. Fatal Push seems like a very reasonable card for this deck to be playing. I think we just play. Do we play Fable here? Yeah, I'm gonna play a Fable. And Birth. We have all of our lanes, so never mind. I'm gonna play this tapped and not cast this. I'm gonna discard this to the Fable trigger. Okay, Blood Tithe. I will decline.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
Fatal Push is a little unfortunate there. I was kind of hoping to attack. I think I am binning both of these? Or maybe just this. Do I want the Wrath? I don't think I do. I actually don't think I want the Shadow of the Sky. There is the Transmogrify that I was waiting for. Yes, I would like to do that. So they can cycle this. Again, I'm going to play off of if they have no Fatal Pushes in hand. So this will allow me to, again, if this resolves. They had 3 Fatal Pushes. You had 3 Fatal Pushes in your hand.
Is my entertainment.
You got it. You got it, sir. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna try and hit a land here, right? I'm already so far behind, right? Let's just try and hit an untapped land. Okay. That's fine, right? Both of those are fine. So they can sack this and yeah, kill my reflection, which I'm very okay with. Do. And I'm okay with just getting, I think I'm gonna nab the chariot here because even though I have the ability to nab the token that it targets, right? Yeah. I would rather get rid of the vehicle, and then I can use Yorian and the Wanderer later to excuse me, to snipe the creatures and also Obnixilis later. I think I am gonna try to.
You're done.
Let's see. How can I do this? I think I'm. If they pick this up, I'm gonna discard a card. I'm gonna discard the lands.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Excuse me. Okay. That's not a great card for me to see.
Until next time, then.
Um,
May your blades strike true.
So let me think about this. I can, yeah, exile this, answer a token, right? And then, yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass again. I'm gonna take the 2 damage here. So I'm just trying to get myself in a position where I can Yorian and still kind of live.
Is my entertainment.
So yeah, if we do this, and again, I think I still wanna. Yeah, what I'm gonna do here is gonna exile this, block a token,
This is what you get for hurting
block
my
a token, and then untap and exile the Obnixilis with March. It should hopefully give me enough time and resources to. Did they activate this already? No, they have. This is the castle activation. So yeah, I think I am just sacking this off for a
I'll be back.
that. Casting this for 3. Oh, this can't target planeswalkers. I don't know why I think this can always target planeswalkers. Alright, so that changes my play here. I'm just gonna add this to my hand. If I can just, if I can draw an untapped, yeah, I have 6 mana. So I draw an untapped blue source for Agent of Treachery. Do I just discard Yorian? I think I might actually just discard Yorian and save myself some life.
Please.
So I think the way that I win this is Obnixilis. Is by stealing their Obnixilis. Okay. So cast this for 0. Target that. Block a dude here. Oh my god, they have another chariot. Alright, I think I'm dead now. right? There's no way I can win this. Yeah. All right. Unfortunate. But I had some hot draws there, and yeah, I misplayed there with the March. Should have just played that differently. That being said, I am not prepared for this matchup, right? Like I have very few. I got Sunset Revelry, I guess. I don't really want to bring in Rest in Peace in this matchup. Anger of the Gods seems like a fine card in this matchup. I don't think I want a Deafening Clarion. I think the only thing, yeah, is I just want to take out these Narcissets. These Narcissets have felt pretty bad so far to me. I don't know. Anyways, let's just submit this and do our best here. Do what we can. Fun games though. I mean, like again, it feels very much like Pioneer. So like I'm chilling. We chilling. All right, I'll play first. This is like a snap keep for me. I've got removal. I've got Fable of the Mirror Breaker to find myself whatever cards I need. Valakut Awakening if we really need to dig. So I like this hand. I think I am just gonna play this tapped. This is a sorcery, unfortunately. It's oh, I'm sorry. I keep thinking this is a different match. It's the same match. Let's just play the Fable. This is this can deal damage to Planeswalker. So if they just stack their Obnixilas now, I just play this and whatnot, then that'll be fine. Yeah, so I'm good with this. I assume they're gonna make a yeah, they're making a devil here.
Just don't I have a job for you. My goons will make.
That's an interesting interesting play there. I think I am getting rid of these. Yeah, and just trying to dig for okay, so hear me out. I think we definitely attack one of these. Yep, that's fine. But what if I guess I goofed. No, I guess I can always do it on the treasure. Oh, nope, that's not what that card does. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna rip apart the non-token one. Oh, sorry, I should take care of the token one. I'm dumb. That's fine. I guess we can also just cast a Valakut Awakening. I think I'm just gonna take my beats.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Yeah, because now I'm dumb if they casualty again. Yeah, then they get to keep this token around. Yeah, that was a I keep on forgetting which one I should be targeting. Yeah. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, it looks like they have another one, which is such a dumb. Yeah, this is I kind of want to concede here and now because I misplayed so bad. That was such a bad play. Yeah. Decline. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, whoops. I was like, why can't I do it? Why can't I do the thing? So I have double blue. I think I have all the colors I need. Yeah, so. So I guess this is fine because now I get to snipe this one. And then transmogrify this. Yes. And snipe this one. So let's take some cards.
Your punishment is my
I think I'll just play the planes here. I don't need to do the Fabled Passage. Oh, and I'm just realizing that this can copy Agent of Treachery. Oh my god, that's disgusting. So my opponent is pretty much forced to kill the Kiki Jiki here, or else they are in for a world of pain. Okay. They chose pain. Alright, so once again, kind of just how this deck has played in the past. It's just the game is about Agent of Treachery. You know, we're just trying to play our game, tread water until we can do that play. Yeah, nothing I really want to change here, unfortunately. So, yeah, let's just resubmit. Fable is it's a very whack card. I was telling my cousin, because I was talking to her about it, and I was telling her like, you need to craft this card. Like, it is like a, you know, she's new. But yeah, it's crazy how much we really undervalued that card. Like, I don't think there's ever been a scenario where we've gotten a card so wrong. You know, like, again, it's not that people thought it was a horrible card to begin with. I just think like, and like, there's been other cards where like people have been like, this card's gonna be great. The example I always go to is Drana, Liberator of Malakir. Like, people thought that card was gonna be insane. They thought it was insane. And it just never saw any play and never did anything. But I've never seen something where we just get it so wrong, where like we just completely missed this card, and it took somebody, you know, it took a whole group of people doing it. Yeah, it's just crazy. All right, I'm gonna keep this hand. No, I'm not. This hand has no. God, this is so close, right? Should I keep it just because it has Fires and Fable? I might actually do that. What's going on, Jordan? What did people think? Yeah, people, not that people thought it wasn't good. It's just like people were underestimating it. You know, he was just kind of like, yeah, it's a fine card, but it's not really important. You know? Oh. I think I'm still just gonna play this. Yeah, it's just like people were just like, yeah, it's okay. Like it might do some things, but you know, it's not that good. Oh my god, I'm just getting dressed out of the game here. Yeah, I guess like Expressive Iteration, is that true? I feel like people thought Expressive Iteration was going to be good, just maybe not that good. You know, like that was a card that was on people's radar, right? Like that was like this card is really good. Yeah. Maybe that's similar. How dead am I looking? Not actually that dead, right? I guess I'm fine for now. Let's just play this. Yeah, if people thought it'd be okay, right? And not like oh my gosh, this card like does so much stuff for you. I think I am actually gonna not block this time, because I imagine that I'm going to want to draw into Transmogrify. That is the card that I'm trying to draw here. Okay, so no luck. That's okay. We'll get to play a Narset here and see what we got going on.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of light, keep an open mind.
March of the Otherworldly Light is not horrible. It's not the best, but it's what I got, right? Yeah. I think at this point, I am just blocking, right, to save life. I don't think I'm casting a Transmogrify anytime soon. Yeah. Post a image. I'm not sure how you post an image here. You can post an Imager link, right? That would work. Treasure Cruise. Oh yeah, the Treasure Cruise thread. Yeah, that's funny. All right, so I assume they're attacking Narset here. Which fine with, right? Like I'm good. I'm good with this interaction. Should I play Yorian here, or should I play? It also depends on what I draw here. It's a pretty good one. Well, there is a Narset too. I think I'm casting the Narset actually now.
Mind and body should move with thoughtfulness before action.
All right, I'm down for the Wandering Emperor. And just play this tapped. We can otherworldly like this. Should I do this now? I probably should do this now, right? Because what? I guess if I do it on the Den of the Bugbear. What is this? Wait, hold. So I'll look at it. I'll look at it after the game. But yeah, I definitely you know would see that, you know, the Delph cards. It's like, what is this even gonna do? All right, so here we can just march and exile this. I think I care more about, yeah, them having a creatures than mana. They're low on cards, not low on stuff to do with it, or they're low on yeah, cards, not stuff to do with their mana, I should say. That's fine. This is all fine. I can also let's see. We're just gonna play this tapped, right? And then next turn I can steal this. I'm okay with them attacking me and then me discarding a card, yeah. So that's fine. Oh no, I have no plays. Obviously they're gonna attack me, like they would never not attack me. And you do this because they can't attack Wandering Emperor. And again, they don't get any advantage there because I have no creatures in my deck. So we Wandering Emperor, we exile the Glutton, it's fine. We discard a Fabled Passage here.
Judgment is final.
Take some damage. Alright, so who thinks my opponent's gonna concede when I steal their Kiki-Jiki?
Years of training. This
Yeah, the Wandering Emperor is a cool card. I will take that. There's no thanks emote. This is what I'm sad. It's like there's no I could give him the oops. I could give him the oops. I am okay with this interaction. No blocks. Honestly, who thinks I should steal their lands? I think I should. No, I actually shouldn't steal their lands at this point. Actually, I could always just. I should just steal. I also should not do right this. Yeah, it's under their owner's control. Also, that's funny. Can copy all their creatures. Yeah, but this, I only have this, so I should just do this now. Right? Oh, wait a sec. How does that work? No, it doesn't work. Okay, there we go. I was like, when are they gonna concede? Yeah. So like, I do it twice. I have 2 Agent of Treachery triggers. Yeah. Just for that turn. I don't even like this build. I don't even like this. Like, I don't even like the Agent of Treachery stuff. I wish I could just play Jeskai Planeswalkers. Like, this is the optimal build. Well, I would rather play Jeskai Control, or like I also did look at the blue-red control deck. I think we were talking about earlier that I originally was like, nah, I hate that deck, and it actually doesn't look bad now because I thought it ran Days Undoing. I don't like Days Undoing, but it runs Collective Defiance, which is cool. Yeah, I'll let them counter my thing, right? I'll let it appear like I'm a control deck, right? Excuse me. When I counter my thing, they have no counter magic. Okay. So this is kind of funny where it's like, I think I want to actually keep the fires. Do I? Or do I just cast my stuff? I feel like I just want to cast my stuff, actually. Then let's just do this. Pass. It's like, maybe they won't know. Sort it out Days Undoing and then cut it for Defiance because it sucks. You don't have, if you don't, yeah, I was gonna say that makes sense. No, it doesn't work in Explore right now. We don't have Collective Defiance. We don't have anything from, should I? Oh, I don't even have the mana. Dang. I think I should just... I think I should cycle this shark. I think I should try and hit Transmogrify. Okay, no Transmogrify, but that's okay. We'll slam our fires. And probably just cast a Fable as well. Yeah, so we just need, I believe we just need Collective Defiance. And that's it. Let me look at the list. And I was looking at it earlier. Is it here? I was just looking at it on my phone. I was looking at it on my phone. Let me just look up a quick lists. Whoops. Popular metagame, Pioneer. Is it control? Because we have, oh, we also don't have Thing in the Ice spec yet. But we have Niv Mizzet. We've got Consider. We need Fiery Impulse. We have Anchor of the Gods, and then we need the Delve. The big thing is we need the Delve cards. Like that, if we have the Delve cards and we have, I believe even just like Shadows over Innistrad cards, I think the format would be really cool. Like I don't even think we need Supreme Verdict. That's not a card we need. We have the Shocklands. Like what else from Ravnica do we need? Right? I don't even know. By the way, I think we're in the mirror. If that wasn't clear, I think that's pretty obvious. Yeah, my opponent is Shadow the Sky here. Yeah. We've been debating Shadow the Sky versus like Depopulate or like stuff like that. I'm good to just block, right? I'm good to block. Is it just Supreme Verdict? If it's just Supreme Verdict, then like yeah, I think we're fine. It's also a Fires. It's also a Fires of Invention deck. So, they have a Rip Apart for me. But that's okay, since I have a Rip Apart kind of for you. This is enchantments, right? Yeah. Abrupt Decay is a good one. Yeah, that's probably a notable one. So let's do, actually, let's just discard this because we don't have, we have this now. So I think we actually just discard both of these, right? Yeah. I think I should just cast this for 4. Voice of Resurgence might not be bad. Yeah. I don't think we need Deathrite Shaman. Yeah. No, I don't think Deathrite Shaman is ever going to be that relevant to Pioneer. So my opponent could cast the Fairy here, and that would be annoying. That is very okay. I am okay with that. So what do I want to draw the most here? Ooh, that's kind of a funny. So I could. Oh, I don't have double white. All right, sorry, double blue. I think I'm trying to draw a white card. If I draw a white card, I will snap this off. Right. Like whatever, right? Fine, we'll pass. Yeah, that's fine. Dread Horde, people have been talking about Eidolon of the Great Revel, like, you know, there's the list goes on, but yeah, I'm talking about specifically from Ravnica. Is Borderstrom from Ravnica? Oh yeah, that's main stage. I think I'm good. I don't even need to do this. Yeah, the blocks. See, I was like, what are they stealing? They steal my Teferi? Yeah, they steal my Teferi. That's fine, right? Because then I steal it back. Yeah, that's fine.
No time for a break.
Oh, Ethereal Armor? That's a nice one, yeah. Oh, this sucks, right? Because I need to draw a land. Sucks. Oh, maybe not, right? Because then I do this. Oh no, no, this sucks. Because they take control of it in response, right? Yeah, this sucks. Dang, that sucks. I had no way to counteract this. How does this work? They get another. I just want to see how this works. I'll concede after this, right? Because yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure that was how that works. That sucks. Wow, that is infuriating. Okay, so let's get Dovin's veto in here. You want this for yeah, all of the stuff. Okay, I think I'm out of our TR cards that have serious play. Do we need mystical disputes? Probably not. We also don't need Shadow the Sky. We don't need Anger the Gods. I like the other world, the marches. Everything else seems fine. How does this work? Artifact, instant, sorcery. I don't think we want this. I think we just want a single mystical dispute. That's it. Yeah, I don't think this is really built for the mirror, besides like the rip apart, right? The rip apart for Fires of Invention. Yep. This is my least favorite part, by the way, of Fires decks is the mirror. These mirrors seem miserable. And especially when I wasn't running the I wasn't even sure if I wanted to keep, but I guess I am. Whoops, I did a little misclick there. But yeah, just like not having Agent of Treachery and the mirrors and whatnot was brutal. I think I am just playing fair magic here, so to speak. Yeah, the Meletus, yeah. The only control mirror is the Tron mirror. That also sounds horrible. Isn't that just like whoever gets Karn out first or whatever? I think I'll just pay my 3 life or pay my 2 life for that. I think I'm gonna use this mystical dispute before anything else. I will snap that off. Excuse me. I'm gonna play the Fabled passage here because I want to make a shark token that is big. Yeah, I remember seeing Crumble at us in like a bunch of modern sideboards. That was funny. All right, I think we are both having a Shark Typhoon turn here. I think I will just grab a blue source. Shroom is right. Yeah, everyone just waiting to draw 7 lands and then guess something. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, so we have this. I think I am casting, just slamming Teferi here. I don't see much of a way for me. Other than this. My opponent can cast, yes, some counter magic here, but then next turn I'll have Transmogrify and Dovin's Veto back up. But I expect this to not resolve. I expect an easy, like, ooh. If this resolves, I think we win the game. Or at least puts me in a very good spot, because I can tick up and have Dovin's Veto. Oh, they topped. Wow. Okay.
I'm not going to sit this one out. You know what? I'm not done.
Alright, we will do our smackety smackety. Mono Blue Spirits at all? I have not. At least not in Pioneer. Again, I haven't checked that out in either. I'm sure I know it's a deck in Pioneer. Do you mean like you mean spirits or do you mean like mono blue tempo? Like with Curious Obsession? Alright, waiting for my opponent to cast. Is it crazy that I'm okay with this? I actually want to steal this. I wanted to steal this.
Surrender now. I understand. Meditate and prepare.
Like, is that crazy? I'm just like please let me oh well. That's not great. Well. I think now I'm gonna down tick on the Narset here. Probably just play this tapped. Yeah, it's a little bit of a Sag moment. I can grab this, right, and still have Dovin's Veto up. Yeah, let's grab this. But actually, it seems like a good play, right? And then yeah, let's attack him. But this is okay. So like, even though they have a Dovin's Veto, like I have a Dovin's Veto. So like, the first thing they do is always going to get countered. Also, they just shuffled their Narset into their deck. Okay. That was kind of odd. So I'm expecting a big thing here. Something. So I think they realize that I am representing Dovin's Veto, so but I think with all of this I'm favored here, right? That being said, I don't think I want to. That's really tempting. So I don't think I want to do this, right? Yeah, I think I'm just beating down, right? I guess I could Yorion just to get extra extra loyalty on my Planeswalker and have another beater, but that seems pretty bad. Is that bad, or do I just want to play a 4/5? I guess this makes it so that I can always what's I gonna say? Down tick with Teferi. Next turn if I want to.
Really should have seen that coming.
Okay, go to the end step. Untap some lands. Yeah, that's fair. Good to use the mana. Ooh, they only make a 4/4 shark?
I know my
Good with me. That does mean we can't attack with this anymore until we get rid of it. So I have to Dovin's Veto this, right? Yeah. Otherwise they steal my Teferi. Now the question becomes, should I... Are you serious? Alright, now that is kind of crazy, right? Because now I can just... Now I think I just want to transmogrify my shark. But also... I think I'm going to draw first. Let's draw and see what we get. But now I think I'm just going to make a tiny shark. And then transmogrify their shark. And just put all of the pressure on them. Yes. Bam. Nice. That was a great way to win win that mirror. Has anything changed as to how I want to approach the matchup? Yeah, I'm not sure why they tapped out there. At least the casting their stuff there I get. The putting the Yorian into their hand seemed kind of odd, since it just let me go off. I want more mystical disputes, but like I don't want to take out things, right? Like I like all of these cards. Maybe not Birth, but Birth is also necessary for Transmogrify, otherwise I won't have enough stuff. I could maybe take out one for another mystical dispute. Maybe that's okay. There's Hammond just air. Yeah, I guess if they just let me keep going with everything, they just like knew they were gonna lose. Yeah, so like that does make sense. I think they just had to pull the trigger there. I don't think I can keep this, can I? It seems pretty loose, right? Or I have this Omen of, like I can play this on turn 1, get the blue source, play this on turn 2, find a third land, cycle this, and then cast Wandering Emperor. I think it's not worth it given, like, again, there's no fires in this deck or anything. If we get to turn 5, we get something, but yeah, I think I'm actually going to mulligan that. Alright, this hand is actually much better. I'm going to put away this Narset, right? Let's go Legacy hand. Right, we'll keep this for their fires, and probably just, yeah, get rid of this Narset. Okay. Let's just start off on that. Excuse me. I was gonna say I expect him to lead us here. We will do the same. I didn't do my nice lands for this deck. Oops. I really cannot wait until they do that thing where I can assign my basic lands. Yeah, I expected the Fable. So I think I have to land go. In which case I will do it with this, right? Yeah, let's just let them go. So that if they cast Fires of Invention or anything like that, I can Dovin's Veto. And then we can Transmogrify next turn and steal the Fable. So all in all, hand is working out pretty well given the matchup. Ooh, that's interesting. So I think my play here is to just transmogrify here. There are some reasons to not shock it, and it's more of like just is it needed? Like, does it do anything? So like they're like again, if even if they I guess cycling the Shark Typhoon might have done something, but I don't think so. And I think a 2/2 shark is much better than a 1/1 shark. It's under your control. Not its owner's control, I believe. So it should come back under mine, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a really... I can't believe they actually, like, corrected this. So now... Now I think I'm just gonna play this and pass. Yeah, again, I don't know why they want it to work like that, but it does. So, yeah, there you go. Yes, that would definitely be a big blunder, but I read it beforehand. I think I was certain of that. So they could just play Yorion here, and that would be annoying, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I think I'm going to just let this one go for now, to try and like make them cast something here to get rid of this. Like we can think like, oh, I got something that can, you know, get good value out of this. Glad I read the card, so you didn't have to. Yep, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I think I am just gonna cycle this for 3. I don't know what's in their hand. I'm a little confused as well. This is of another... Oh, it can make another copy of a shark, so that's cool. What happens if they make a shark? They make a 6/6. All right. They make a 1. Yeah, they make a 6/6, and then I rip apart it. That's fine. It could just be full of counters. That I think I'm gonna Dovin's Veto. I think that's a little too much value, right? That's a little too board breaking. And I think I just pass. Like I would love to add this Yorion to my hand. It's just awkward. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They obviously probably have another Wandering Emperor in their hand, or something like that. Yep, that's pretty good. So let's do this. So they get that. So now it's like, I think I'm cycling this. I think I want to kill both of them, right? So let's just rip apart and rip apart. Oh, I don't have a second red. I'm sad. I think I'll play this actually then. And then honestly just pass. It's possible that this is a hardcast Shark Typhoon angle, but I'm not positive on that. I think I should just cantrip it. That's okay. Oh, interesting. Actually, if they Yorion here... I'm in a little bit of trouble because they get back the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Would be annoying. Oh, well. Oh, this is... Ah, this sucks. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna cycle this for 2. Narset's actually a very good draw, right? Alright, so we'll block the one that's not going away. And so they can Yorion here and get this back, but then I can rip apart it. And if they don't, even if they don't cast the Yorion here, I can still rip apart it. So, alright, so there we go. They are indeed ripping it apart. So they get themselves the Fable back. Ooh, alright. Well, I think I'm just going to go ahead and destroy that. And just grab a card off of this.
I have practiced against men whom you are proud.
Okay. And we'll pass. The issue here is we don't have a good, clean answer to Yorion. I think we have a Fry, but like the 4 or 5 body actually being a little bit of a nuisance here. Okay. But it's going to gain us, the Narthets here are going to gain us some life, which is nice. Alright, this opponent with tons of mana.
I still have much to learn.
Do. So I think we're actually past the point for Fires of Invention. That is an answer to the Yorion on the opposing side. 1, 2, 3. So we can add the Yorion to our hand, or we can cast... Nope, never mind. Sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking. Actually, that is true. We could cast... Teferi here. And then tick up and then still exile this, but... Yeah, it's fairly likely that they have a counterspell, right? Should I just cast this and block? Maybe I just cast this. They're gonna have Mystical Dispute. Yeah, Mystical Dispute here would be the worst. Alright, so Yorion resolving. This could just be a Shark Typhoon now that I'm thinking about it. They could make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like it would be a big Shark Typhoon, but I would be okay with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I expected the shark. That was what I was expecting. So 6-6 shark is not the best, but it's not the worst. I think I'm bottoming all of those. It's fine. Yeah, so this is a scenario where like the life total does matter. Like the 2 life here could have mattered. I think I am, yeah, blocking here and taking 8. Okay. So I think objective number 1 is March to exile the shark. Right? And then cast this and see what happens. And then I actually think I want to downtick on the Goblin Shaman here, and then just block. Or like again, there's also like the possibility that my opponent has another Shark Typhoon. Guys, hear my roommate. I'm very sorry if you guys can hear him. Yeah, they might have another shark. What happens if we have another shark? Should we try and draw a card? So they do that, but then they make a 5/5 shark. Yeah, I guess we can do this. We can actually do this. Cast the Valakut Awakening. I think I gotta save my life total here. Oh, I guess I should have kept that. Let's do no attacks. Yeah, if we draw, we can Valakut Awakening to try and hit another otherworldly march, or march of otherworldly light. Okay, so they do have another one. So let's do this. Resolve. I think I'm just gonna go for this now, and try and find. Do it like this. We draw 3 cards, and we miss, and we're dead. That's a real unfortunate way to lose that match. Yeah, I guess I should have just minused on the Yorion, but I don't know. That was close. Alright, I'm gonna keep this hand. This is a hand that I would keep in the dark with 2 lands. Like this is very different than our previous hands. Alright. Rogran Triumph go. Because now we can just like jam Birth of Deletus into Fable and have lots of draw power. Interesting. Foretell a card, you say? I presume that is the saw it coming, not didn't see it coming, saw it coming. There are no aggro decks. Like that's the biggest thing is that the amount. That's what I was saying is like that's why we really need Eidolon of the Great Revel. Because it's just really good at having those cards do stuff. Should I force them to use their counterspell here? Or do I want to guarantee hit a land drop or cast a powerful spell? I think I'm just good to pass. Yeah, so Spirit. So then there's that, and there's also like Meat Hook Massacre. There's a lot of good removal with March and like a bunch of these things. So like there's just really effective removal right now in the format, and there's not really like the high powered creature decks that are here. Okay, I'm gonna send both of these to the bottom. I guess this guarantees gets me a land, but I would rather just hit a land drop. Please, can I hit a land drop? Okay, all right. You know what? I will take a second birth. You know, I will deal with that. I will take it. We do take those. I will pass. Emery Deluge, okay. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Yep, that's a good one. I guess we can hit Omen of the Sea. Or sorry, Transmogrify. I think I'll let them untap and then cast this. Just to bait them into countering it, but yeah, of course they don't. I would really love to keep this, but I think I have to, again, try and find all my powerful stuff. And I don't even get to cast a Teferi here. Real sad. So I could Fires of Invention here and cast a Fable. At this point, I'm very far behind, so I kind of just need to do this. It gets countered, and I'll concede. Really? Okay. It was a revitalized this whole time. I'm so mad. My opponent had 2 mana and they were like stopping on my plays. That's a little annoying, but I'll deal with it.
I have just the trick for this.
I mean, Revitalize is a cantrip that is good against. It was popular in Historic and Standard for a while. It's just a fine card to play that cantrips and then you know, gives you a little bit of wiggle room against aggro decks. Revitalize, you know, we make fun of it, but it's actually a fine card. I didn't say a good card. It's fine. I think it's actually a reasonable card to have in the deck. I don't know if it's a 4 of, but it might be. It's very similar to Birth of Meletus, and they just don't care about getting the land or getting the wall, right? They just want something for 2 mana that cycles and does what they want, right? So I will decline because I will just discard cards. I think this is what I should do first. Okay.
Contain your
I'll
rage.
play this and probably just pass, right? I guess I could force them to use a counter spell. Or I can get a shark token. Maybe the shark token is better. But nothing is really great. March Narset. No, I don't think I bother with Yorion here. I think Yorion is just going to end up getting countered, and it's a little too slow here. I have to be proactive. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what you were saying about. Also, I can't March an Narset. That's the big thing, is that this can't target Planeswalkers. As much as I think it can, it can't. I've made so many missteps. Yeah, I've made so many missteps with that as well. So I've had to learn the hard way. Yeah, I'm also used to ending. Man, I was really hoping we'd get that in Historic. Interesting. I'm very okay with that.
You need to slow down.
I'm incredibly okay with that. You allowed me to cast this March if it had a target. Doomscar, okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's what it was. It was Doomscar. Doomscar, everyone. Yeah, I was having a big debate with people over Shadow of the Sky versus Doomscar, and how do I put this nicely? Dumbo was saying, I was saying, you know, that I think Shadow of the Sky and Depopulate, again, which one of those is better is arguable, but for now, Shadow of the Sky is this is, I think, is better than Doomscar because it's 4 mana versus 5 mana. And somebody was like, you can cast Doomscar for 3 mana, and I was like, not without investing 2 mana first. Let's go to my turn. Okay. Oh, so my opponent has no responses here. They could have a Wandering Emperor. But I'm gonna go for this here. I kind of have no choice, right? Yep, it's pretty good. Just my opponent here with casually 6 bajillion planeswalkers. I guess I have. Do I have to do this? Do this and then I exile their dude.
Won't hide from the world any longer. Reverse.
And I don't know why it's asking me if I want to cast this because it has no targets. Like, I have to sack this and then there's nothing to target. Yes, they are. Well, I mean, I could play this deck, but I also don't like some of the card choices here. But yes, this is a deck that I would love to play. Um, but I would also love red to be in this deck. So, opponent here can just cash in their Wandering Emperor for a or they could actually just castle here. March can hit, well, it does let you hit your own stuff, but the thing. Oh, never mind. Sorry, March could theoretically you could pay this and then exile a white card. Sorry, I was trying to think of like. Excuse me. Someone's casting Fae of Wishes, and it's not me. Okay, now this is definitely what I want to be doing. Oh yeah, wait, where's Fae of Wishes in my Fires deck? Pithing Needle, you say? You got it. Oh, yes, that's true. I mean, again, this is just why I would much rather play the Fae of Wishes Planeswalker heavy version instead of the stupid Agent of Treachery bullshit.
Until
Okay, that's good for me.
keep watch for intruders.
So now it's like So now I think I am just casting this for 0, confirm 0, submit 0, and casting it on this. So now I have a decision. So I could just cast the March on here, but they have Dovin's Veto, so I want to bait them with a Fires of Invention here. So we'll Dovin's Veto my Fires, and then I will March of Otherworldly Light, exiling my Shadow of the Sky, in order to exile their Pithing Needle. They could have Spell Pierce. I don't think they would. But this also signals that they probably have a March themselves. They probably have March plus 2. Oh no, if they just have 1. Oh, I goofed. I did it in the wrong order. Oops. Yep, unfortunate sequencing, but with that, you gotta give me some credit for wiggling myself out of this bullshit, this crazy sequence. I gotta make one mistake, and if that's I make that mistake and I wiggle myself out of 1 card, I'll live. I will make do. Now I'm much more interested in adding this Yuri into my hand, right? Because then I can still Shark Typhoon. Of course, my opponent has that. Although, yeah, I was gonna say if they do that, that's okay. They can cast their Fae Wishes for 2 mana. Let's even see what the card would have been and if it would have mattered. My guess is probably not. But, what did my opponent shock for? If they're not casting their Fae Wishes. Okay. Excuse me. So I think I'm just casting this. They have Dovin's Veto, they got Dovin's Veto. So I think my goal here is to exile this and get rid of. They can discard their cards here. I'm fine with this. But then I can. Yeah, so I had the read on this. It's unfortunate, so, but it does kind of make it more difficult, I guess, to.
Quite yet.
Does it? Or am I just kind of fucked now? Now I guess the play of like Teferi, tick up.
Hurry.
I can also like do this sequence. Yeah, it's annoying. They do this. I assume they're getting Fae Wishes. It's a long game. Oh, they are smacking with the hull. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. They are hull smacking.
Let me know if you're up for round 2.
Okay. So yeah, I think I am adding the Orient to my hand. Playing this. And I can even just cycle this for 2. Alternatively, I might just want to cast this if I'm casting Orient next turn. Yeah, I might just do this. So I have something on an extra thing on the field to get value out of. Alright, now what are the odds that my opponent has something to exile all enchantments I control? Off of Fae Wishes.
Past, present, and future.
I like how they land Narset at the perfect time every single game. I don't know how they do it. Yeah, Farewell on the board would be interesting. Yeah. How does my opponent have the perfect every time, and they hit an absorb? All right, here's what I think. I think I should concede the game and move on to the next match, or next game where I can sideboard my Mystical Disputes in and everything. Let's see what else they have in their sideboard, right? And then we'll skirt on out of here. I'm conceding the whole match. No, we're not doing that. What did they grab? They grabbed Shark Typhoon? I missed it. It's got to be Shark Typhoon, right? Yeah. Oh, they can make a 3/3 Shark? That's brutal. All right, now I will concede. All right, on to the next one. Or on to the next game, I should say. All right, Mystical Disputes in. Actually, this might be a... Is this a Jin-Kataxis game? Well, it's definitely a Dovin's Veto, and it's definitely a Fry. And we're taking out... There are even targets for this? Excuse me. Apologies. So I definitely don't want the Angers and the Shatters. Get those out of here. Do we need these Repa parts? Probably not. They deal damage to Planeswalkers, but I'm not interested in that. Again, I would rather just make sure that they don't get on the board to begin with. I think I'm going to leave these out for now. Honestly, maybe just cut the marches and put back a single rip apart, just in case we need to snipe something. Can they beat a Jin-Kataxis? Yeah, I think Rest in Peace is pretty bad. Oh, well, I guess... Oh, sorry, you mean about Rip. Sorry. We have to specify when we're saying Rip versus Rest in Peace. Because that's funny. I don't know. I don't know about Jin-Kataxis, but if I just, like, make one switch, if I randomly hit it... Yeah, that's a funny... Rip, not Rip. I think this is good. I think this is fine, the way it is. Honestly, I think I'm pretty boned either way. There's a reason why there are 3 Mystical Disputes in here. This is a mulligan, right? It's a pretty easy mulligan. I've got no cards in my hand. Okay, this is fine. That is a good question. Actually, that might be a better, might have been a better sideboard plan than what I'm doing. I'm actually gonna bottom the transmogrify though here. I just want all my cards to do things. Oh, I don't have white for this card. That's fun. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So that's fine because I'm probably just playing this and passing. Casting Omen of the Sea, then casting Narset, and then casting having Doken's Veto back up for the cards. I was thinking about playing Duel Links today, the Pendulum decks. We're now in a Pendulum meta. So my Odd Eyes deck is on top of the tier list. Or not on top of, but in the tier list. Yeah, I think you were right. I should probably have boarded out these. Do I want to keep this Narset? They probably have a Doben's Veto. Wow. Okay. I'll grab an Omen of the Sea here instead of a third Narset. Keep casting Narsets until they give up. Yeah. I was thinking maybe that means I should have taken the third Narset because Narset isn't affected by Narset. Is game design. I don't know. Let's grab a card. Interesting. Now I kind of want to play the Fires. Is that crazy? Yeah, it is, because I can't cast counter spells now. I can't cast counter spells on their turn.
There are so many mysteries to uncover. I am just the trick.
Time for Rip Apart. Rip Apart not looking horrible here, right?
Keep an open mind.
And actually, never mind, because this invalidates their mystical disputes, right? Like I can just pay for the mystical dispute because I play this land and I cast Teferi for no mana. Let's grab a spell here.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
Interesting. I think I'll just take a Fable. No, I should probably just take a Wandering Emperor. Yeah, let's sack this for something. Probably a white source, right? Yeah. So yeah, I think we just cast this for 0, right? And then I can just pay the 3 when they go to. Oh well, now I Dovin's Veto back. Let's just cast this like this.
I know my responsibility.
Okay, so now that we've experienced that, should we board these out or do we want to keep these in? Because the other thing is, like, yes, they're awkward, but what else are we putting in? We're putting in, like, these? And just playing 7 drops that are super slow, and we have no way to really accelerate them out, besides Transmogrify, which is likely to get countered. Yeah, I don't think I'm for this plan of boarding these out. I feel like Fires performed admirably there, even though... Right, so there's, like, 2 options. There's 2 scenarios. Like, one, we have Fires of Invention on the battlefield, and we're casting spells from our hand with lots of mana. Board around the disenchant, but again, I don't care, right? So like that's the thing, is like either they spend their entire cards disenchanting my fires or countering my fires, and then I don't have the fires, and then I have the counter spells to counter their stuff afterwards. Or I have fires on the battlefield and I don't care about countering spells because I'm casting my own stuff and getting tons of value. Right? So I think that's how we're doing it. I see Mystical Dispute and Fires of Invention. I'm kind of down. Alright, but I am not down for all of these lands. Yeah, I'm not countering that anyways, so yeah. Yeah, they go land, Narset here will Mystical Dispute it, right? Like, that's fine. Yeah, that's right. Keep your nosy stuff to yourself. I think we'll just pass and have Omen of the Sea plus Mystical Dispute up. So like now we're able to play much more of this like counter go game, right? I think I'm gonna pass here in case they cast the Narset. I am not interested in fighting off an Narset here. Confabled Passage, but I'm only casting 2 blue spells. I think I'm just playing this Plains. Yeah, they definitely got the Emperor here, right? So then the issue becomes... Okay, should I counter this? If they cast it to Fairy, right, they draw a card and then I love this card. I love this is guy's a bro. This guy's a bro. Right? Like he is playing my game. Sorry, I shouldn't say bro. Like if they're shouldn't for gender neutral stuff. Is that okay? I don't know. Like I always use like yeah, that is like a mutual term, but I know like some people don't like it. Comrade, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right. So I'm going to just play this Fabled Passage and save double red. I think I have so many red spells in hand, so I guess I'll take on Mountain. Or should I get the Wandering Emperor here? I feel like this is fine, right? Okay, that's fine. Next turn I might actually just... I assume they're going to cast a Fairy here, that's fine. So you can fry it and then add Yorion to our hands, which will put him in an awkward spot, and this can't be countered. So we don't have to worry about anything like that. Ooh, drawing the yeah, I like Fry as well. I think I'm gonna play this Hokenzan here and actually just hold up Dovin's Veto plus the Wandering Emperor. What does this card do? Oh my god. Okay. That is a wonder. It's a good mid-range card because it doesn't die to removal as easily. And then it can enter and draw cards and make creatures. Wow, we have drawn all of our fires and stuff like that. I think I'm just playing this. I should have played that untapped. That was a dumb decision. Well, I think we are gonna... with a counter from a creature control. So if they attack, we can Wandering Emperor this. Which we will do. They can counter back. We can dove. Ooh, really? They're letting us do this?
Learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
Please? Please? Is there a card that could... I guess they have could have the counter target ability or whatever, but... Yep, awesome. So we get rid of their dude, and they don't get to draw a card off of it. So, all good there. Are we just jamming? We might just be jamming. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna slam the Orion. That is a card that does things.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water.
Oh, well, there's a Jinkataxis. Excuse me, sir. I should be able to activate this. It entered the battlefield this turn. Isn't that right? If I blink it, it should be able to activate again, right? It's a different version of the card that just entered. Is that a bug? I will not block. Yeah, so this is awkward where, like, now if we do this... Although, wait, now they have... Oh, well, now it's kind of awkward where... I guess unless they have 2 spells... They chose... Okay. They can undo it. Okay. They return this. That's fine. They exile their own thing. That will be fine. And then, yeah, I'll do it again. They'll have another spell. I mean, they have a response. They have priority here, so like they have to be able to do whatever, right? Oh my god. But why are they doing that? They have a way to like, do they have a way to they have more spells in their hand, I guess? And they got more spells. So we can Mystical Dispute and tap them out unless they, Alright, so they have, yeah, if either of these is is a castable spell right now, yeah, we are indeed dead. Oh, wait. We're alive!
You're done.
We're alive! We're alive! How are we alive? This is in artifact, instant, or sorcery. So like we can cast this and then somehow survive. And then like also like have Dovin's Feet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so we can cast that with Dovin's Veto backup. I'm fighting hard, guys. I'm fighting so hard. I'm trying my best here. I'm trying my best. Okay. So we have no other play other than Castian, Cataxis, and Pass. Our Castian, Cataxis hope it resolves. So they're like they have to cast this Memory Deluge, right? Fingers crossed. Indeed. That is a memory deluge. I should have Dobin's feet. I think I'm down to Dobin's feet though, because I think I'm okay with them. Oh, they have mystical dispute. I'm so sad. I don't know why I did that.
Talking.
As I mean, I think if they resolved that memory deluge, I was also still in a bad spot because they just have two spells, one of which they just dig into Jin Kataxis, right, and then the other one they cast. Yeah. And there's the Fae. Alright, I feel like we're pretty dead now, right? Yeah, there's an Ugin. Yeah, I actually don't like this deck. I'm actually not liking this deck right now. Yeah, I'm gonna concede. We're gonna switch decks. We're gonna go back to. I've had more success with the Rakdos deck. I think this deck is actually pretty bad right now. We've played so many games. Feels like I have a ton of cards that do nothing. Well, that's the kind of, again, that's like the design of the deck. It's like it's designed to either you have two dichotomies. You either are super value oriented and play lots of planeswalkers and wraths, and then you are like better against just like mid range decks where you can just like slam planeswalker into planeswalker, or you do like this weird thing where you know, you try and do the Agent of Treachery thing while also just like playing some Teferis and stuff. And then you're like good into the aggro decks because, as you saw, like we just like play a bunch of removal early and then just like play a Wrath and then like play any Planeswalker and you basically just win. Or you just like do the Agent of Treachery thing, but then you don't have good tools. Like again, and no real Fires deck does have tools, but like here we don't have enough card advantage unless we land something like a Fable or a Narset early in order to keep up with their card advantage, right? So they have so much stuff now between Memory Deluge, Narset to Fairy, Shark Typhoon, all these things where they can just continue to churn through their deck and get cards. Right, so you see we have Dovin's Veto, Mystical Dispute, and Fry in our sideboard, and then even later Jin Kataxis, and that still wasn't enough. We even like drew like our Dovin's Vetoes and everything often enough. It's just like we don't have the cards. We're able to cast our stuff and resolve some stuff, right? But then they just deal with it, and we are out of cards. So, yeah. So yeah, I don't think I'm too big of a fan of this deck right now. There's just so much of these control and these decks that just seem to go over the top, which is kind of how it is like in Pioneer, right? Like I don't think this deck is too strong, right? So like that existing seems much better suited. Let me look at this. Ooh, I see a Fae of Wishes. Yeah, this is very different. This is just Planeswalker Tribal, exactly. I love seeing oh, I thought it was the other Nicol. Oh, there is Nicol Bolas, Dragon God. I like seeing Nicol Bolas, Dragon God. That's one I like to see. We can try this out too. If you want to try this out, and we can mess around with it. So we did some playing around with was it the other version running Agent of Treachery wasn't doing as hot, just didn't have the tools to deal with control. We had a friend here suggest a different version that's been doing a little bit better. This deck just in general is just a little bit weaker, just both in Pioneer and Explorer right now, just not as powerful. But here we've got some interesting card selection here with Fae of Wishes and Expressive Iteration. Fae of Wishes can grab a ton of these niche cards out of our sideboard. And then we've got some card advantage with Narset and Fable. The same kind of package here with Anger of the Gods, Wanderer, Fires of Invention, and all these things. We have a different package up at the top end up here. Instead of running things like Agent of Treachery and Transmogrify, we're just running Planeswalkers here, just being good cards that we can slam down. We've also got Kenrith here, which can do a lot of work when you've got Fires of Invention out on the field, can draw you lots of draw you lots of cards, gain a lot of life and whatnot. Can reanimate some stuff from your opponent's deck, from your opponent's yard, I should say. We've got Nicol Bolas, two versions of Nicol Bolas here, which can just be very powerful cards, and also Chandra here can be very good in the control mirror, cannot be countered, so this is probably going to do better against the control decks of the format. Super Friends Fires. So let's try out this list and see if this is a little better. I've not seen Bolo in the build. I think Bolo, at least the 5-mana one, the what's his name, the God Pharaoh King or whatever. I don't remember what it's called. That one is definitely good. That's just 5 mana for a decent planeswalker that does card advantage, protects, and can protect itself, and can give your other planeswalkers value by combining them together. The 7 mana one is I don't think as good, but I think we saw it topped a tournament here. Let me see if there's yeah, went 6-1 in a Pioneer challenge, so seems fine. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We can always change it, or it can always be changed at some point. Yeah, I prefer the I think there should be an Elspeth, at least in the Pioneer version. So we don't have that, unfortunately. So that would be nice. We are on the draw here. I'm actually totally fine keeping this. We can always cycle away the Shark Typhoon. If we just hit our 3rd land drop, then we can go off. Playing a Black Rain a ton. Yeah, I've been playing Rakdos a ton off stream, and it's just way better. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't mulligan. And the Rakdos deck seems really good. I haven't played the one with Omnixilus. I faced an Omnixilus deck earlier, but yeah, I'm really excited to play like Black Rain. I love. Do you play any? Is there any decks with like Shovel, Bane of Monsters in them? I love that card. Played so much for that card. This is what you're playing. Let me see. Oh my god, I love this. This is like I've done so much content about this list with Shovel. I will do any opportunity to play this card. All right, that's a yoink. That is a yoink. Yoink. Oh, speaking of Omnixilus, I sense one coming up soon. Are you on there? Is your name on there? Okay, cool. I will set you on that as well. That is a sweet list. That's a good one. All right, I think we are just gonna cycle this for 0. All right, that's really good. So I think we just slam Anger the Gods here, right? I have no desire to let my opponent untap and cast a Omnixilus or anything like that. I'm just... Nope. Go away. Ooh. Okay. Pretty good for us to see. Excuse me. And we might actually just not cast Fires here and just cast... oh, well... Now it's up to our opponent what we play. Oh, I think that's a mistake, actually. I think you take the expressive iteration. I think that's really interesting that they chose to do that. So I'm... Ooh. Well, I don't think that changes my play here. I think I'm just going to expressive iteration, get my card advantage. Interesting. So... I'm kind of spooked that they could take... Yeah, I'm actually going to take this Shadow the Sky. I'm going to leave the Fae of Wishes out. Because I can... Here's my logic here. I can win if they Thoughtseize me and take... or sorry, if I resolve Shadow the Sky and they I wipe their board this turn. I can't win if I take the... Or at least I don't think I can win if I Or I'll be in a lot worse of a spot if I take the Fae of Wishes and then they take my Shadow of the Sky. I'll just be in a way worse spot. Well, now I'm kind of changing my mind where my opponent has actually, I think I'm okay. We'll just go to my turn. Oh, that's unfortunate that they get to draw a card. Alternatively, I could just slam this Kenrith. I could go like Fires into Kenrith. I'm kind of down for this. I can Shadow the Sky. They draw a card. Yeah, what if I just Shadow the Sky here? They get to draw a card. They get to play their Croxy here, but then I get to Shadow the Sky and then Kenrith and then go off from there. Alright, so they do their Croxa play. I discard the Shark Typhoon, and then I Shadow the Sky, and then I win with Kenrith, right? Unless they Thoughtseize me. Okay. So yeah, I'll go ahead and discard the Shark Typhoon. So Shadow the Sky. Let's just... Should I play this? I think it matters, right? Yeah, let's just cast this for 0. Oh, I guess I can smack them for 5, right? Let me smack them. All right, so actually, there's a really awesome play here that I could do that I kind of want to do. I'm gonna pass here, I think, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get back their. That's fine. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. Oh, I can't do it. Frick. Because I don't have black mana. Oh, I was really hoping to get back their Graveyard Trespasser and then exile their Croxa. That's bad. Okay. Just draw a card. Oh, that's actually not bad. Alright. So they kill my dude. That's fine. I think we just pass. Okay, so they get back the graveyard. Okay. And they have enough to play Croxa if they want. That's annoying. Okay. Alright, so I think I want to activate this Castle of Interest here. Bottom. I think I'm dead, right? Regardless, because they, if I block, I have nothing to combat. I've already used both of my Shadow of the Skies here. I think the only way that I win is by having a Fae of Wishes off the top. I would like none of those. Discard this. Oh my god, I don't have a land! If this was the 6-mana Chandra, or this really needed to be Elspeth. This really needed to be Elspeth's Sun's Champion, unfortunately. Alright. That's unfortunate. Big sad. All right. So the question is, would I rather have? Oh well, first, yeah, it's like a question of what I'd rather have for Rail and Shadow of the Skies or whatever in my sideboard or in my main deck. I think I want to do 1-on-1 with Rest in Peace. Definitely Farewell, and then just leave everything else out. Yeah, that seems fine. So let's take out. What are we taking out? These Shark Typhoons didn't feel great. Anger the Gods are fine, right? Maybe we don't need 3. We just need 2. We'll take out a Shark Typhoon. We'll play it like that. I'm gonna keep the Nicol Bolas, and even though it didn't really do much there, it's like it could do things if I cast it. The goal here is to like not get that far behind. I mean, I don't think you ever mulligan a hand with the Expressive Iteration and lands in it, right? So, this is fine, right? I mean, like, they can cast Thoughtseize turn 1, they can take the Narset and whatnot. Oh, actually don't. Alright. So hear me out. This is gonna look really weird. I think I'd rather have a Shatter to the Sky over everything else. So I know that look weird. That is not really the correct way to use Expressive Iteration most of the time. But in that instance, when we have 3 iterations in our hand and we know we are facing an aggressive deck, I just... Honestly, I feel like Narset is worse than Expressive Iteration. They don't draw a lot of cards, right? I guess they have, like, the Fable, but I'm good. We just want as many cards as we can. Okay. Well, this is unfortunate. So I think we are taking Teferi here. Are we taking Teferi? No, I think we're taking Fae Wishes. And we are putting this in and exiling this Nicol Bolas and just not... We are not casting Nicol Bolas this game, unfortunately. We are going to go ahead and probably Fae Wishes for a Rest in Peace here, since we have Shadow the Sky. Yeah, this is still Fires. Okay. So now it's a little awkward where like now I think I Expressive Iteration. Okay, so we find I think we do this into our hand. I don't think we're taking this Anger of the Gods here, unfortunately. We'll just play this tapped and pass. And then next turn we can even just Fae Wishes for Grafdigger's Cage, right? Yeah. Because that has to do with that stops Croxa as well. The difficulty is that a card that they are equipped to deal with, right? Like so yeah, maybe we just Shatter the Sky here to save some life. And then next turn we can Fae Wishes, Rest in Peace. Yep, if that's all they cast this turn, I'm good. I think I'm just gonna do this and Shatter the Sky. Because now I draw and cast Fae Wishes for Rest in Peace. Cast my Rest in Peace. Next turn I can Chandra and kill my opponent's Blood Tithe Harvester. And should have the win after that. Honestly, we could even just like Fey Wishes and block the Harvester. And a land. Sure. Should I cast this first? I kind of want to cast this first.
Focus and discipline. Meditate and prepare.
Wandering Emperor, you say? Or Farewell. I think Wandering Emperor is actually better in this instance. And we'll just play a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Didn't mean to put a stop there. Alright. Alright, so they get to take one of our Planeswalkers here. Yeah, they take the better one. But we still have all of our stuff here. I will snap off that block any day. Any day of the week, I will snap that off. Blood Tithe Harvester, you got it. Alright, that's fine.
You are a mighty warrior. I can see.
Okay, so you get to discard this land, cash it in for a card. Oh, look, it's a Chandra.
I need some tea. Is it just me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
Pretty good. Opponent's doing some digging. We're getting a little lucky with the draws here. I don't think it's correct to attack Chandra here. I think at this point my opponent has done their worst. Right? And they're like kind of no longer really able to keep in parity.
No pressure.
Just cast his Fey Wishes, right? And pass. The extra land isn't doing much in my hand, right? So just pass. And wait for my opponent to burn out. Okay. So here I'll cast it in response to the Go Blink. Just discard the last card, and then the way Wonder works, I can, continue to cast it at instant speed there. So I think our sideboard plan here worked out pretty well. We were able to steal Fey Wishes for Rest in Peace, which was clutch, and I like all the other cards in our deck. No real need to fiddle around with anything. I'm wary of the cutting the Anger of the Gods there because they do kind of seem to go a little wide, but I think we've drawn it enough where I'm okay. And we have Chandra at the top end if we excuse me, if you really need it. Gangsta. I just realized our opponent's name is Gangsta. I like that. I like that. That's good. That's some high class shit. Alright, I'll keep this because we have Fable Pass and everything. You thought seizing me, sir? You can thought seize me. They see that I have the Chandra here. They can take the Expressive Iteration, but we have 3 cards here that I want to give me card advantage on turn 3, so all good with me. I would expect a Harvester here or something. I can Thoughtseize. Interesting. So trading lots of cards. I don't know if this is going to work out for them because, while they get to take some cards away, I have all this time now to play my lands out. All right, so they have a 3rd discard spell. Oh my goodness. All right, so there's the Harvester that we expect. Oh, and we still draw a card event, like a draw spell.
Past, present, and home.
All right, I'll definitely get this Anchor of the Gods out on the field. Yep, so they snipe that. That's fine.
This was overwhelming.
What's my opponent doing here? Interesting. So sacking their blood token, discarding a Croxa. So I think I am casting my fires here and casting the Anger of the Gods. Just because next turn I want to be able to play my Hallowvound and then just start activating my castle here. That's a little unfortunate, but I'll live. So I'll shock here and pass, and then next turn if we draw any land, we can just cast Chandra, which will be a good little casteroni here. I guess the alternative here is we can cast Chandra, or we can Vantress, just take the damage and oh yeah, actually that might be better. I think I'm just gonna take it. And yeah, so if my opponent here just casts Bone Crusher. Oh no. That's a little rough.
Yup, you're going down.
Alright, so we're trying to find land here. That's all really good. Okay. So here's an issue. Actually, I think I figured it out. We're gonna draw, and we're gonna shatter the sky. No, we're just gonna rest in peace, right? Are we gonna shatter the sky here? Yeah, we're gonna shatter the sky actually. Shoot. It's a little rough. And just cast a rest in peace. The Chandra is a concern. I guess I can just infinitely make Castle Ardenvale tokens. Yeah. If they have Croxa this exact turn, I'm very sad. And I think that means we just lose the game. Okay, that's fine.
Today's my lucky day.
So I believe it sucks because we have to... so we can do this. We can play this and cast our Chandra. So the question is, what do we do with this? So we could tick up and then we have a clock on our opponent. And we have many ways to block. But then if our opponent has any form of removal for our Chandra, we're kind of boned. So the question is, can we win just by nuking the Chandra? I think we can. I think I want to test our deck and see if we can nuke this.
Well, I'm glad I can help with your not being on fire problem.
Because this turn we can block this. Honestly, might even need to. I think we do need to activate Castle of Interest this turn just to make sure we hit a good spell at the top. I'm actually okay just letting this hit us for 2. A lot better than the Bone Crusher hitting us, right? Yep, that's fine. Okay, so then we will Ardenvale. I'm actually good with Kenrith, right? Actually, I'm actually totally okay with this. We can cast this. We can even draw a card. And see if we can hit another spell. We did not, but that's okay. Because that actually means we can gain some life. That's really unfortunate. Okay, I think we're just gonna gain 5 life. I'm gonna put a stop on my upkeep so that I can set a scry. And basically our goal here is to block. And then scry into a Shadow the Sky or something. Fine. Yeah, so we need to find a Wrath, something to Wrath the board, or something to our Fey Bushes, basically. Those are the 2 cards we're looking for. I think we're fairly likely to hit, right? Do I want to fair? I think I actually can't. Oh, it's so rough. All right, what if our opponent makes a mistake? Hear me out. Our opponent makes a mistake, and they attack our Teferi and not us, right?
Sorry I'm late. Let's skip to the good part.
Oh well, that also just works nicely out. Works out nicely for us. I don't think this matters because we don't have the mana for it. But theoretically, we can block the Bone Crusher, and then we get a bunch of looks at again another wrathing effect here. Yep. Okay. So we take 9 here. We're in quite the predicament. So let's, yep, scry again. And this is where I think the... Ooh. Does that work? So we exile this, we bounce this. No, it doesn't help us. I guess we draw another card, but I think I gotta have all the looks, right? I think I'm discarding this. We're so likely to hit something. That actually is not the worst either, too, right?
No time for a break.
Oh my god, that was it. So we do creatures and artifacts, and graveyards. Well, I guess we don't really need to do graveyards. Creatures, artifacts, graveyards, not enchantment. That was it. Okay, draw some cards, exile your board. And now I have so Kenzan here in my hand to discard at instant speed to make some blockers in case I need to, which is super clutch. Yep, that's fine. You can see I have a Sokenzan. I think I'm actually just gonna use that here. Just to save on mana. Excuse me, I set the stop before it went to my turn and it still didn't give it to me? That is such bull. Alright, let's do this. Okay, that should be it, right? Like we do this. That's such bull.
Let's skip
Okay.
to the good part.
So we do this, we cast our Fey Wishes for 0 mana. And we get ourselves something. What are we getting ourselves? We can grab, we could grab this Ugin, and just make a bunch of stuff. Just make a bunch of dudes every turn. Or we can get Chandra here. I think we actually grab Chandra. and just nuke the Graveyard Trespasser here. Yes, I'm okay with this. Yes, I will just discard this thing and pass the turn. It's like here they can either make a Den of the Bugbear or like what? They can like. Yep, that's fine. They don't play. Okay, all right. I was about to be like, cool. It's about to be like they don't play any direct damage. It'd be really sad if they just cast a burn spell at my face. All right, so that was Jeskai Fires. We played 2 different builds, one of which was a lot more centered around transmogrifying and Agent of Treacherying. This one is a lot more my speed. This is definitely something that I'm more comfortable with. I played a ton of Fey Wishes and these cards in Standard when it was there. This is just kind of the way that I prefer to play it. It's a very flexible deck. Again, you can change around the stuff that you have here. You can play some of your favorite cards. You can play Ugin the Ineffable. You can play Chandra. You can play all these different cards. So it's a lot of fun. And I think, again, because of that flexibility, it was a lot more well-equipped. Again, we only played 1 match with it, but you can already kind of tell, like, the different ways that it works out. That being said, some of the additions here, like Expressive Iteration, Fable the Mirror Breaker, and Wandering Emperor make great additions. Again, this kind of deck that is just playing good cards is just bound to get better and better when these cards get added to the format. Farewell, as you saw, came in clutch there in this last match. So cool list, and a good introduction to the Explorer format. Again, you get to play with all these really, really powerful cards like Fires of Invention and Agent of Treachery. Pretty much unrestricted, unless of course they get banned in an Pioneer or Explorer. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It would really help me out. Again, we do a bunch of content both on this channel and also at twitch.tv/roxora098. So go and check that out. And yeah, all right, I will see you guys for the next video.